It's Jess.
Hi, we're barely a week into the new year, and for those of you who watched my video last week, you'll know that I made some resolutions that are just things that I want to continue doing. And I always wanted to be the kind of person who like wakes up at a decent hour and does some like low-grade yoga and then like meditates and gets some stuff done around the house, and then like I bike to the beach and I'll have a tea at the beach and I'll do another yoga session and maybe do some running and I'll bike back, and then it'll be only like 12 o'clock in the afternoon and I'll have all my whole day ahead of me to like read books and do all these things that I want to achieve. But that's a lot to take on in just, what is this, 5 days into the new year to start trying to do all those things all at once. So I'm going to continue doing the things that I resoluted that I was going to do within the new year in my last video. And if you go back and rewatch that, I also have on my Instagram in my I think it's reminders section that I have what I want my resolutions to be, of the continuing things that I want to do this year. And one of the things that I wanted to continue doing was to continue to eat healthy. And so all of those other things that I just mentioned, I do want to be that kind of person and I want to evolve into that kind of Jess. But for right now, I want to stick with more attainable goals. So I'm going to make myself a healthy vegan chickpea chicken salad. I found a really cool recipe online and I think I'm going to tweak it a little bit, and I figured I'd have you guys come along if you guys wanted to know what the recipe is and try to implement it into your lives as well. And maybe I can be a kind of a foothold for you as you make your climb up for the new year. So just for yourselves, don't try to attain too much in this short amount of time of the new year. You know, the gyms are flooded, the health food stores are flooded, people are trying to suddenly cram the goals and progress of an entire year into just the first few days of the new year, and they really burn themselves out. So maybe just pick one thing that you're wanting to change in your life, to add that into your life right now, and just stick with that until it becomes routine, and don't try to like bog yourself down with all of these other things. So without further ado, let's get into the recipe. Alright, so the recipe started with 15 ounces of garbanzo beans drained and rinsed, and then it wants me to mash them up with a fork or a potato masher, but I don't have a potato masher, so I'm going to go ahead and mash them up with a fork. Alright, so I chopped it up with the fork and I left some chunks. So the next thing it wants me to do is to dice up some celery. It's at a stalk, but I do want my chickpea salad to be a little bit crunchier, so I'm going to use several different little stalks. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. And the recipe called for green onions, but I prefer to actually use real onions. So I'm going to go ahead and dice these up. So that was about half a red onion, and I really like onions. If you don't like onions, feel free to completely skip this step. You can add chopped up apples or some chopped up grapes. Red grapes probably would be best because they have a little bit of a more crunch. But I like onions, and I like red onions preferred to white onions. So I have half an onion chopped up in there. See? And then I have this little mix over here, which is about 3 tablespoons of vegan mayo with some whole grain mustard and some dried dill and some adobo poultry seasoning with some black pepper and Himalayan salt. So I'm gonna mix all this together. The recipe called for Dijon instead of whole grain and only 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, but I already think this is gonna need more mayonnaise. So I got all that mixed up together, see? And then I'm gonna add that to my mix here. For you Eagle Eye fans, I'm sure you're noticing I have a new setup. Yes, I'm very excited about it. It was a gift from my parents because they know, and I've hinted several times in my last few videos, that I needed some kind of new setup for my videos because I was getting tired of balancing things on top of boxes. I'm what you think. Is the lighting okay? I can change the lighting, but I kind of like this natural light looking light. So I'm gonna mix this up. And I probably will need more mayonnaise to let it bind together. Yeah, see, because it's still kind of dry looking and not really binding very well. So I will add some more mayonnaise. Okay, and while I'm at it, I'm also gonna add some more mustard. So I really like mustard flavor. Get a new spatula. Alright, so recipe originally called for 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I did 3, so now I'm gonna do 6. It's vegan mayo. I'm using the Hellmann's vegan mayo. You really cannot taste much of a difference between this vegan mayo and the jarred mayo. You'd probably taste a difference between this and freshly made mayonnaise. But it tastes pretty good still. So that's much, much better. So since I used more celery and red onions instead of green onions, I did need to use more mayonnaise. I used 6 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And instead of 1 tablespoon of mustard, I'm gonna use about 2. And it's whole grain mustard. If you prefer honey mustard, you could use that, or some Dijon. There's yellow mustard, spicy brown, you know. Ooh, that yummy German mustard is so, so good. That would probably be amazing with this. All right, let's give it a little taste. It's times like these where I wish I would have done this sooner so I could enjoy it. Could have been enjoying it this whole time. Oh, that's really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna incorporate this into my routine. I'll have a chicken salad or chickpea chicken salad sandwich for lunch, or maybe I'll put it on some toast with some avocado. Oh, that sounds so good. I actually have some avocado, and I might just have that for lunch right now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my little chickpea chicken salad tutorial and my talk about resolutions for the new year. I put out new videos every Monday. Sometimes it's comedic, a vlog, a tutorial. I just kind of do whatever I want, and I like it that way. So make sure to give that like and subscribe button a 1-2 punch. Leave your comments down below and share this video if you really liked it. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!